check out Mike's place. How's it going? We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go check out Mike's awesome adventure build over here. Come on, sweet punk, let's come up here. It's here, this way. Hey, come on, over here. Hey, come here. What's up? Are you ready? Dude, I like this private RV, not for hire.
That's so you don't get taxed on the tolls.
Oh.
Honestly.
Oh, that's cool.
Sometimes I think it's commercial. They charge you more.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come on, Sirius, come up here. Come on, you gotta come up here. Can you come up here? Can you come upstairs? All right, everybody, I'm here, and we are checking out Mike's drivetheglobe.com custom rig. So, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Brian. Welcome to my house.
Thank you, man. This house is incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like I'm walking into like a W apartment or a W hotel room.
It's been referred to as a Tokyo studio apartment.
Oh, no.
This is about that size, right?
So what do we got here?
All right, so this is my newest home. I live full-time on the road. And it is a 1994 Storton Stevenson, so it's a former U.S. Army truck.
Okay.
And when I got it, it was just basically a green shell. You know, not one solid, not one soft surface in it. It just was empty box inside. The cab was loud as anything. And I built it out in a couple months. It actually took me, I worked pretty much full-time, like 2 hours, 2 hours of sleep and, nonstop work. So anyways.
So you did all this work yourself. I mean, what was the motivation behind doing something like this?
So I had spent a year on the road with a Mercedes Unimog and an overland trailer that I built. It's up here in this picture, actually. And that was based on a U.S. military Humvee trailer.
Oh, cool.
And I built that whole thing out. What I found, for me anyways, full-time on the road, it was a little bit small, but that really more importantly, the problem I had was the trailer aspect of it. I didn't like towing. And in theory, the concept, of course, was like you could leave your house, take the truck, go somewhere, off-road or someplace that wasn't accessible with the trailer. Mm-hmm. The reality is the Unimog is a pretty big truck too.
Yeah, that is.
So,
what was gas mileage on something like that?
The Unimog was actually around 10 miles a gallon.
That's surprising.
And this one gets about 8, which is, not good, but in the scheme of things, if you look at Class A motorhomes or bigger trucks or buses or whatever, it's probably just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
So,
and you can go a heck of a lot more places.
And you can go a lot more places, yeah. And what's nice about a military platform is it comes with like central tire inflation. It comes with hydraulic cab raising. All of the fluid reservoirs are easily accessible. The military thinks of all this stuff that you're not going to find usually on a civilian truck, right?
Yeah.
But the main reason that I think it's a great platform is that you can get them pretty inexpensively. The last couple of years, they've gone up quite a bit, but they are still, compared to other, big production vehicles out there, this is definitely the cheap way of going.
Okay. So what you invested in how much initially?
Well,
to buy it?
So the truck was like $18,000,
mm-hmm.
and maybe 5 years ago you could get them for like $5,000.
Oh wow!
So they have gone up a lot, and in fact I see them recently maybe for $25,000-$30,000. But remember, that's with this box on it. It's with the whole engine, motor, drivetrain, everything pretty much barely used. Like I had 5,000 miles on this thing.
Are you serious?
It's a 94. I bought it in 2020. 5,000 miles on it. Wow. That's it.
Wow.
It sat around on a base. So that is a big advantage of the military surplus stuff. They made a lot of these. I think they made almost 300,000 of these units.
Wow.
Most of them not with the box on them. And I was very particular about getting one with a box because having experience in the past building out habitats, there's a lot of money involved in the frame and the skinning and the installation and everything else.
Yeah.
This came with that done.
Yeah, that's nice. You don't have to mount it either or nothing like that. Yeah, that's good.
Well, and they had the windows, believe it or not. So like these military windows with screens and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't
put the windows in.
I was looking at that. I'm like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they open up. So this particular model actually had 3 on each side, and I deleted one on this side to fit my wardrobe in, and I took out 2 for the bathroom and the shower.
Okay.
So I actually deleted windows, and then I built this 5-foot bump out in the back that you'll see where the bed section is. I felt like the box wasn't big enough if I wanted to put the bed in. I looked in, like, you could, you know, obviously have a foldable bed or something that you put out every day. What I like about this, and maybe it's, you know, a little bit on the spoil side, I drive in, there's no setup whatsoever.
Dude. That's nice.
I really wanted my bed to be set up and made, you know what I mean, and not have to, you know, put it together every day.
Dude, this is awesome back in here. It's so quiet too.
Well, yeah, the insulation is fantastic. I find in this truck, it's like 3 inches thick, floor, ceiling, and walls.
Man, you got a full shower. This is
full shower. That was one of the things that I wanted, was a real home shower. I even put a glass door on it, and
this is awesome.
you know, I think it's 36 by 36, so it's you know, so you know, everybody has their things about what they like and what makes them comfortable while you're on the road, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I happen to like. And you know, other people will say, well, I took a lot of space up to put this shower, and I have a separate bathroom here.
Oh wow!
So this has got the sink and the toilet are in.
Oh, let me see this really. And you've really got it dialed in. Well, that's nice too. In case if there's 2 people here, I mean, one person can shower, one person can use the toilet. That's really spacious, man. That's nice too. I mean, it looks. You did a really nice job with all the construction.
So everything in here is basically non-wood based. So it's plastic. It's plastic. You can just do that.
Okay,
that's fine. It's plastic walls. The ceiling is, you know, vinyl. It's this vinyl fake tile. Same with the floor.
Much more lightweight.
Lightweight. Although this truck has a carrying capacity that's pretty high, and truthfully, I deleted the rear. So it was called a van actually, and it had van doors in the back there. And I deleted the doors, and it had you know, some thick steel pieces that had communications equipment in here. I think by the time you took all that stuff off the truck, my actual build doesn't really increase the weight of the truck.
Oh, that's nice.
So, you know, and then the cabinetry and everything in here is IKEA, because I kind of wanted to show people that you could do this on a budget. You know, not that this truck is necessarily cheap at the end of the day when you buy, you know, all the equipment and the refrigerators and the, you know, the solar equipment and everything. But comparatively to a truck you could find out there that could be, you know, $300,000 up to $1 million. Yeah. I mean, they're all over the place. A Mercedes Sprinter van right now, you know, a 4-wheel drive one could be $200,000, right?
It's crazy.
So this truck, I have, you know, less than half of what somebody would even invest in a Sprinter van.
And that's
that
crazy
makes a big difference.
Because this is legitimately a 100% comfortable home on wheels, no problems. You know, with mine, I'm still a little bit exposed.
Correct.
With my
Yeah.
setup. You
Yeah.
know,
Sure.
I can sleep inside, but I'm not hanging out like this.
Yep.
You know, I can watch internet in there, basically just sitting out. But here you can legitimately live.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted. I've done it all. I've done the living in the back of the truck. You know, I went across Africa in a rooftop tent. This picture up here, that's my old 1965 Land Rover. Going across the Sahara Desert there. So I did that kind of setup. I did the trailer in the last build. So, you know, I find that now I've advanced sort of to this. Now, is this the last platform? Yeah, you know, I don't know. I love building things. So I just recently bought a full-size school bus. Oh, nice. And I don't know what I'm going to actually do with it yet, but I do want to build it out because I figure this is basically 17 feet, I think, front to back. And
the school bus is like 40,
the school bus is like 40, yeah.
Sierra, stay back here, bro. Stay back here. She's like, I'll just kick it back here in the suite.
So what you notice I don't have, and people do ask about it, is I don't really have any super comfortable place to, you know, hang out on a couch, right? Like a regular RV. And I find that I spend 99.9% of my time outside. So I didn't want to take up a space with, you know, with that usual dinette that you find in all the big trucks. So, you know, I do have, you know, this thing folds out like that if we want to put a table in. This comes down over here. This is my workspace.
Oh, nice.
I got like a full-size computer in here. And truthfully, most of the time I eat my dinner at the computer desk.
Well, it's nice to have these little stools as well. They're nice and out of the way, but yeah, really, really effective and universal because they're not just like pointing one way.
Well, the other thing is, it's like everything in a tiny home, right? It's space, so you know, there's stuff in them, full of junk.
That's awesome,
right? So you know, this is IKEA. I latched everything down, right? This is something that you can buy in the store. I bought all the hardware to like make sure that everything latches down when I transport. Even the IKEA. I call it the Star Wars lamp.
Oh, nice. Definitely that star.
It opens.
That's cool, man.
But even this, I have a quick disconnect now on it because I found I was driving along and it would spin around and it would unspin itself.
Oh.
So now I can take it down when I drive.
That's awesome. Well, cool, man. How long did you say it took you to build this?
It took about, well, so I was under the gun because I sold my Unimog trailer, and that's what I lived in.
Oh.
So I had to get this done. It took about two and a half months to actually finish it, to move in. It wasn't done. Like it was summertime, I didn't have my heat finished, I didn't have the solar on yet, so there was a bunch of things. I think it was totally done within like 4 months.
Oh, okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what have you got here? Take us through like all of your electronics, because this looks like a pretty sweet setup.
So this is a Renogy solar controller. I have, we can go up and look at in a minute, but I have 1,200 watts of solar on the roof, and I have 900 amp hours of Battle-Born lithium batteries.
Good Lord.
So honestly, I could pretty much, as long as I'm in the South, and particularly, hey!
What's up, brother?
Come on in!
Oh, come on in! Oh, sorry. Come on in.
Now you guys are in the video.
Sierra's down here too, so she's hanging out.
See, what we're trying to prove here is how many people we can fit in my house.
Buddy. So what do you guys are you guys going to go get croissants?
Definitely.
Yeah, because I woke up this morning. I was like, that's the first thing I'm doing.
Absolutely.
At 9 a.m.
I actually already walked by there because I didn't know they didn't open until 9:30.
Oh, it's 9:30. Oh, I thought it was 9.
Not.
It's
9:30.
It's 9:30. Yep.
All right, well, we'll have to get up there. Yeah.
This place is freaking
Dude, isn't it? Look at the bed. Look at the bedroom back here. Look at this. It's like literally like a W hotel room.
Dude. I don't know about that.
Isn't that amazing?
Sweet.
And it's like so quiet, and it smells nice. You know, I feel like I'm in like a swank hotel.
Well, that's because I could take a shower every day.
So my children had this exact same.
Yeah, it's IKEA.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's cool, man.
Love it, dude.
Such a
Sweet.
killer build.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is awesome.
Cool. Well, we'll let you finish your
Yeah, we'll be out.
videoing.
Yeah, we'll definitely go hit those croissants.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yeah, so outside, I kept the truck pretty stock, honestly. Other than adding that 5-foot extension on the back for the bed section and putting like underbody boxes, the truck is pretty stock to the military. Obviously, it was camo. Painted it in my Kubota tractor orange that I always paint in.
Is that your signature color?
Actually, the nickname for this truck is 3. It's my third big orange truck. It has outdoor hookups for shower, outdoor shower, outdoor electric.
You ever have anybody try to snake your electric when you're at?
No,
Okay, I was just wondering about
I can
that.
turn it off from inside.
Oh,
though,
nice.
So.
And these tires are self-inflating, you said? Like,
It's got central tire inflation. So in the cab, there's buttons to push for, on-road, sand, mud, different settings.
That's so cool. And what size are these?
They're 48-inch tall.
That's crazy, dude. That was bananas. How's it going?
And then, we custom made up the roof rack and the boxes up there. Most of the boxes store my cycling gear.
Oh, okay. You do, is it mountain biking or road biking?
I do everything.
Both?
Mountain. I do mostly, I've gotten recently more into gravel bike riding.
Oh, okay.
And so I've been spending a lot of time with that. My goal on this trip actually is try to ride more than I drive. And a little behind. I think maybe at 14,000 miles driving and 6,000 riding. But
Okay.
that is the cab. You're welcome to go up and sit in there if you want.
Very cool.
Grabs. Yep.
Dude, it's like a command center in here. This is amazing.
Yeah, so when I got this, that was probably one of the biggest things that I had to work on was the cab. The cab was just simply metal. It had not one, soft surface in it. So I built the headliner and the installation of the flooring and put the center console in, installed air conditioning.
Oh, nice.
That's the fridge behind you there.
Yep.
And probably the most expensive thing on this entire build, honestly, is the seats. German Schillmann seats. They are super comfortable.
I was gonna say, sitting here, this is pretty nice, man. This is like
Double armrests.
that's very nice. You did an excellent job in here. I was noticing on your video that I was watching last night, it showed the interior and it was all just metal.
Yeah.
And then-
Yeah. Before I did it,
And then looking at it now, I mean, even just like the padding that you did over there for like the
Amazon.
lining.
You could buy that in rolls on Amazon for like $30.
Wow, that's good to know, man. I'm gonna use that stuff in my truck. Cause I've got Sierra's seat back there, or
Yeah.
the big old bed area, and I want to kind of cover it with something.
Yeah.
So you got your camera gear up here for filming.
I just keep the camera gear here because it's quick grab. You know, so I put all these mounts in so I can just, you know, quickly get it out and hop out of the truck and film if I have to. Satellite radio, my iPad, which I kind of use if I, you know, pulled over somewhere and want to look up something. Garmin Overlander for the GPS nav.
That's actually really good. I was surprised.
It is pretty good, yeah. Because all the, you know, like the you know, the overland, all the app stuff is in there already, the campgrounds and everything, so that's nice.
Yeah, and it's nice when you come to an area you don't know of and you're like, I don't want to like go where everybody else goes. I want to go to some dispersed spot.
Right.
Yeah. Cool, man. This is awesome. What's it like driving this thing?
It's actually great. It's push button automatic transmission. Oh wow. It's power steering. It's the cab rides on airbags, so it's pretty comfortable. It's amazingly easy to drive.
Dude, this is so impressive. I mean, coming from a micro build like I have to something like this is just, you know, it's impressive to see the amount of detail, and then also too, it's like you've covered everything. You legitimately have a tiny home, like a full-on tiny home, and you don't have like any creature comforts that are really missing.
Not really. No, I find I got most everything.
Which I think, I mean, as I get older, you know, and the aches and pains become a little bit more, something like this becomes more appealing because then I can rest and actually heal at night, as opposed to like just getting by on a couple hours of sleep in my topper.
I tell people the most important thing about, you know, camping or living on the road full time is being comfortable. Yeah. And whatever that means for different people, it means different things. But you got to be comfortable because if you're not, it wears on you after a while. You know, I don't like to move every day, as an example. No. I like to stay in one place, immerse myself in it, learn stuff, and then move on and have less travel days instead of just bouncing, you know, every day.
It's too hectic doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, with a rig like yours, I would imagine parking it isn't the easiest thing.
No, I mean, so the negative about this truck is that it's big and heavy. You know, it weighs 22,000 pounds. It's tall. It's about 11 foot 11, so it's still a good 1.5 feet, 2 feet less, say, than you know, most semi rigs on the road, or even our like next door here. I mean, that is probably taller. So, but it's big, you know, and that's a downside to you. So, the best thing that I ever did on this build is the motorcycle. Oh yeah, by far.
I saw that walking up. I was like, man, this is nice. What have you got here?
So it's a little baby KTM adventure bike, 390, and it weighs about probably 350 pounds. It's a great riding on the back of the truck, but honestly, I ride that thing everywhere. So if I'm backcountry, that's what I'm going to take. It's way more fun, way more fun than driving the truck around.
Oh, I didn't even see the bikes back. They have a bike up there, and then
I got two. I have mounts for 4, and then I got the kayak up there on the roof.
You get it all covered, man.
Yeah.
Well, dude, sweet rig here. This is incredible.
Thanks
for taking us through it, man. This
is
absolutely.
Awesome. Good times.
So you've got the YouTube channel. Do you have other social media as well?
Yeah, everything's at Drive the Globe.
Okay, cool.
Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of it.
Right on. All right, guys, go follow him. And what's the next stop? Where are you headed now?
I'm actually heading up to Albuquerque, and I'll be in New Mexico, Arizona, and I'm going to Overland Expo in May in Flagstaff.
Oh, right on. I'll see you there.
Yeah,
all right,
sounds
cool,
good.
Man.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, later.